Whoa, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories.
Hey y'all, welcome back, and welcome if you are new. My name is Sam and welcome to my channel. I have some easy and delicious weeknight meal ideas for you this week, so let's just get right into the video. Alright, we are starting this week off with chicken sandwiches. All this is the Rally's brand fries. I just picked those up at Walmart. And just a chicken sandwich. I've got the Tyson, I think it's the air fryer chicken, and then just some lettuce, mayo, tomatoes, some onion, and some ketchup and mustard. And yeah, that's what we're having for dinner tonight. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make corn chowder. It's super easy, very delicious, and it's perfect for any cold fall or winter day. So what I've got going on here is I've got some corn. Now you can use any kind of corn that you have on hand. You can do frozen, canned corn, cream corn, whatever you have, it'll work. I've got some bacon, water, milk, some garlic. I've got some total seasoning, salt and pepper, butter, potatoes, and some onion that I need to use up. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to cut up some of my bacon, just a few slices, and cook that along with my onions in a large pot. And while that's cooking, I'm going to peel up and dice my potatoes, and then I'll bring you back here and we will add everything else to the pot and get this going. Okay, so I cooked the bacon and the onions until the bacon was kind of crispy, and then I just added a little bit of salt and pepper, some garlic, and let that cook for about 30 seconds. And then I added my water and my potatoes. Now I'm just going to let this sit here and cook until the potatoes are tender, and then we will add everything else. Alright, this has been cooking for about 20 minutes and the potatoes are tender. I just added in my my corn. So I'm just going to give this a little mix. I'm going to go ahead and add in my seasoning. You can add however much seasoning that you like. Okay, now I'm just going to give that a little stir. And I'm going to go ahead and add in my milk. Okay, so I've got my milk in there. And I'm just going to let this finish cooking another 10 to 15 minutes, just until everything is cooked through. And then we will take either a potato masher or a stick blender and kind of blend this up about 20 to 30 seconds, if that, just to make it a little bit more creamy. And then this will be good to go, and we will add the butter right at the end, mix that through, and dinner will be ready. Okay, so this has been cooking about 15 minutes, and I've got about 3 tablespoons of butter on my little spoon here. I'm just going to add that in and cook that down, let it all melt, and check the seasoning. And I went ahead and kind of blitzed it up with my little stick blender. Like I said, you can use a potato masher to do that. It will pretty much do the same thing if you don't have a stick blender. So I'm going to let this butter melt and then check the seasoning, and dinner will be ready. Okay guys, here is my bowl of corn chowder. It's absolutely delicious. You can top this however you want. You can do green onions, whatever. I just did a little bit of red pepper flakes and some parsley on top, and I'm just going to serve it with some rolls on the side, and that is what we're having for dinner tonight. Alright guys, for dinner tonight, I'm making the Pioneer Woman's butter chicken. I've got the Pioneer Woman cookbook right there. It's made in the slow cooker. So what I've got here is I've got some garlic, I've got some coconut milk, some cream, some chicken, onion, butter, some tomato paste. Got, I don't have any fresh ginger, so I'm just going to use ground ginger, which will work just fine. I've got some garam masala, salt and pepper, some sriracha, and some tomatoes, some diced tomatoes. It calls for stewed tomatoes. I don't have any, so diced tomatoes will have to work. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to cut up my onion, and then I'm going to mix all of the ingredients together in my crock pot, make sure all of that's nice and combined. And then I'm going to add in my chicken, give that some salt and pepper, and then I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like. Alright, so I've got everything in there and mixed up. I've just added all of the sauce ingredients in there, mixed it up really well. I thought my tomatoes were thawed, but they are not. So I just chunk those in there. They'll melt down as everything cooks. I've got butter, onions, and all of that good stuff in there. So I'm just going to pop the lid on this and let this cook on high for about 3 to 4 hours, just until everything is nice and tender. And then I will show you what it looks like when it gets done. Right before it gets done, I'm going to make some rice. And yeah, I'll show you what it looks like then. Alright guys, so this is done. Now halfway through this, I went in and cubed up my chicken so it's nice and got big chunks of chicken in there. And I also added a little bit of cornstarch slurry to this just to thicken up the sauce. It was a little bit too watery for me, so I just added a little bit of cornstarch slurry. Got some naan and some rice. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make my plate, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, here is my bowl. I've got some rice on the bottom and topped it with the butter chicken, and then I just cut up some of the naan bread and got that there for dipping. So yeah, this smells absolutely delicious. It tastes even better, so I'm gonna go enjoy this, and this is what we're having for dinner tonight. Alright guys, today is Thanksgiving Day. You're going to be seeing this after Thanksgiving, so I hope you had a just an amazing Thanksgiving Day. We're going to be having a bigger Thanksgiving dinner when my husband gets home, so that's going to be next week. What I've got going on here is I've got some green beans stewing up. This is just some green beans and chicken broth with a little bit of salt and pepper and some garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of bacon grease in there. So that's going. I've got some potatoes coming up to a boil. I'm going to cook those down and make some mashed potatoes. And I've also got my dressing and my ham cooking up in the oven. And let's see, I've got some deviled eggs in the fridge. They're getting nice and cold. So I'm going to go ahead and let all of this finish cooking up, and then I will show you guys my plate. Alright guys, here is my plate. I've just got 1.5 slices of ham. I've got some green beans here, 2 deviled eggs, some mashed potatoes and gravy, and some dressing, and with a little bit of gravy on top. And that is what I'm going to have for dinner, and I'm super excited to dig in. Alright guys, here is the layout of everything that we are going to be having today. We've got some pudding here, we've got some fried hominy, some pine nut catfish, we've got some knuchi, some grape dumplings, some sofki, and some fry bread. So yeah, that is everything that we're going to be making. You just kind of pick and choose what you want, make your plate, and that's dinner. So yeah, that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Alright guys, this is this week's meal plan. Now keep in mind we still have a ton of leftovers to get through, and plus I'm going to be very busy this week. We've got another Thanksgiving meal to spend with the family this week, so we're going to have leftovers for that too. But this is what we've got going on this week. Monday we're going to have chili dogs and french fries. Tuesday we're going to have a chicken fried chicken with pasta and veggies. Wednesday we're going to have breakfast for dinner. Thursday and Friday I'm not really sure what we're going to have, but I will bring you along this week and show you. And Saturday is our family Thanksgiving meal. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.